Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amanda and I'm so glad you clicked on this video. Today I thought I would talk about something that has been very challenging for teachers this year, at least for me and the teachers that I'm friends with and that I work with. Obviously this has been a crazy year. I'm going to be getting ready while we chat. But it has been quite the year for teachers. Obviously, let me go back. I have been teaching this is my 14th year teaching. I taught second grade for 12 years. This is my second year in first grade. And going back to March when all of the craziness happened with the pandemic, we went on spring break and never went back. So that was a lot different than it has been once the actual year started. Then we just did packets and the students did non-traditional learning, which was just packets. So, the teachers obviously were responsible for getting packets together for the students to pick up, and each week they would work on instruction that they were able to do independently. So they were not getting any kind of live instruction from teachers. However, I did do some videos for the students, some read alouds, different little mini lessons, and I sent those out on Class Dojo for them. But this year has been a lot different. We started out in person and we were able to go in person for a while. Now, we had teachers in our building that just did virtual, one for each grade level. I believe it was one for each grade level. And then teachers who had students who were quarantined would be teaching through the hybrid model, where they have in the classroom, they have students, and then they would also have students on Google Meet. That, for me, was one of the most difficult things. Number one, when all of this started happening, we had zero training in Google Classroom. Zero. Over the summer, they tried to cram in training, but it was all online and through Google Meet, and it was just a lot of information to take in. On top of that, the stress knowing that we were going to have to be teaching this way, and we had very limited knowledge of Google Classroom and what this would entail and what it would look like. We were basically learning as we went, and honestly, that is still the way it is today. So we have been completely virtual for the last couple months, and let's talk about some pros and cons. The pros are obviously the health and safety of the students, their families, the teachers. Obviously, we're frontline workers. We're around a lot of people every day when the students are in the classroom. So, number one, that is a positive. Another positive thing is that it's just very calm in the school. And I'm only having to provide instruction through Google Classroom. Now, I don't want to say only, because that's not an easy task. It's a lot of work. And one thing that I do ask parents for, like on my newsletter, is teacher pay teacher gift cards. That's a good idea to purchase activities, because basically this year it is like recreating the wheel. We use a lot of smartboard activities, and just having to recreate Google Slide activities and Google Doc activities has been a lot. So myself and my teacher friends have found ourselves spending quite a bit on teacher pay teacher. So that's just something that I put on my class needs as something that I would like. And luckily, at the school I work at, we do have a lot of parent support and a lot of parents that donate to the classroom different things that you need. But so if you are a teacher and you are still doing virtual learning, then that is something that you could consider, asking parents for, or asking friends and family if they want to help you in any way. Teacher pay teacher gift cards, very helpful. We will be going back. We're now on Christmas break. When we go back, the first week back is going to be a virtual week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the following week on the 11th, we will start in classroom learning. I am looking forward to seeing my students, but I'm not looking forward to having to do hybrid, because obviously there are going to be parents who choose not to send their students, and virtual is always an option for them at this point. And there's going to be students who are quarantined. Either they've been in contact with someone or they have it themselves. So teaching hybrid is like double the work. You're not only teaching students in the classroom and preparing activities for them, but you're teaching students on Google Classroom and preparing lessons for them online look a lot different than what you're actually doing in the classroom. I do try to do a lot of the same activities, like for stations. We do Chromebook activities for like word study, listening station. We do a lot of math Chromebook activities, and those are a lot of the activities that I get on Teacher Pay Teacher or I create myself. So I feel like we may end up not being in school very long, considering we are coming back 1 week after break. I mean, parents and families are going to be spending a lot of time with their family and traveling, and it's just not going to be a safe situation coming back. I think that we need to wait, at least 2 weeks, but I don't make the rules, obviously. So I think my main concern, which was the main reason I think that we closed in the first place, was staffing. So we have instructional assistants that help us, during math groups, reading groups, and we had 0 assistants left. They were all subbing between the amount of teachers and staff that were being quarantined or sick themselves. We did not have enough teachers to staff the building. And I think that, listening to the community and parent concerns, you're never going to make everyone happy. So there's going to be parents who want their kids in school, parents who want to keep their kids at home doing virtual learning. But I don't think that a lot of people who are not in this profession understand that the quality of instruction that we were delivering was not the best it could be, because we did not have the support. They were constantly pulling our aides, our instructional assistants, to sub, and just the feel in the building, it was just so stressful before we went completely virtual, just because we knew going in, like, how many students are going to be virtual today. I mean, they would, give us a call or tell us that morning, like, you're going to have this many virtual kids, we need you to be virtual today. And that is a lot of pressure on teachers. There was no turnaround. We had asked, can we have at least a day to prepare? And they're like, we need you to be able to go, virtual on the spot. Okay. I mean, do the best we can, but that's a lot to ask from a teacher. And teachers, at least from my experience, the ones I know, we don't teach for the money and I hear you back there. We do it because we love to do it. And the amount of work that we have put in this year outside of contract hours is insane. I mean, I am constantly working. I bring my Chromebook home. I bring things home. I'm grading at home. Go get some clothes on. Yeah. So the amount of work that teachers are doing, and not asked to do, expected to do, is insane. And it's not like I want ooh and ah and over, you know, how amazing I am for working outside of contract hours. I mean, honestly, I enjoy doing, like, creating activities and stuff, but it's when you are expected to do it and not necessarily shown the appreciation. It's hard. It makes it hard. And you have to just really keep in perspective that you're doing it for the kids, and you do what you got to do to make sure that no matter what the situation is, that you're delivering quality instruction the best that you can with the resources you have. And it has been really hard this year. I have learned more this year than I have in a really long time. The amount of technology that I have learned this year, and you know, I'm starting to feel a lot more confident. Obviously, we've been doing it every day for a while. Hello. This is my 5-year-old. What have you been eating, drinking? Love you. So it's been a roller coaster this year for teachers. So if you know a teacher or you are a teacher, thank you or thank them. Don't you agree? Because teachers are working very, very hard for children right now. So if you have questions or... Well, hello. She sees a shadow. She's like a cat. She likes to chase shadows.
Yeah, and she's like, she's a boxer, even though she's only not that old. She's only not even older than me. She's 3 right now.
Yeah, she's 3. But if you have specific questions or things that you want to know about teachers or teaching during a pandemic, feel free to comment below. And as I said in my last video, I'm pretty open. I'm an open book, so ask away and I will do my best to answer your questions. I just thought, you know, again, this is one of the things that I researched, looked up videos on YouTube, you know, virtual teaching, and try to teach myself things, and just wanted to know what it was like. And so if you have questions or want to know anything specific, feel free to comment below. I will get back with you, and I guess I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.